Empire attempted to conquer Kruja 24 times and failed all 24 of them. Kruja, under the direction of Skenderbeg, defeated the Turkish army led by the Sultan Mehmet, etc., for a quarter of a century. As the British military strategist Wolfe has said, Skenderbeg surpassed all the captains, both ancient and modern, in his ability to lead a small defensive army. After Skenderbeg's death from natural causes in 1468 in Legia, his soldiers resisted the Turks for the next 12 years, then 10 years under the direction of Lech Dagajin till at June 16, 1478, when it fell definitively to the Sultan Mehmet. In 1480, Albania was finally conquered by Ottoman Empire. After the Ottomans took their dearly won castle of Kruja, they rebuilt the walls on the northern side with openings for firearms to make Kruja as impregnable against the Albanians as it had been, impregnable against themselves. The Catholic history and media say that the Turkish found the grave of Skenderbeg in St. Nicholas Church of Legia. They opened it and held his bones like talismans for luck, but for all this they have no evidence, because the Islamic way of believing does not allow that Muslim can believe in anything except one God, and it is strongly forbidden in Islam to take any kind of talismans as symbol of luck or protection. Christian history tried to convince Albanian people that Skenderbeg, in his end, converted to Christianity again. That's why. They say that his bones was found in church, and for that they have no evidence. And all this they say because they want to propose to Albanian Muslims to reconvert to Christianity like their lighter Skenderbeg. As I prove that Christians have no evidence is that is not a tradition in Christianity to make graves in church. Second proof is that if Skenderbeg has been returned, add to Christianity all his followers and people will return in Christianity with him, because they was free from Turks, and it was no reason for fear from them. How many historians say that Albanians became Muslim because of fear from Ottoman Turks? Anyway, during Skenderbeg has lead his people they was, not under Ottoman Islamic occupation. That means that they could converted to Christianity back without fear from Ottoman Muslims. But why? Albanian people still remain 80% Muslims. Today, among complete Albanian people, Muslims population is 80% Catholic, 15% and 4% is Orthodox Christian. There are two main source history books writing about Skenderbeg's life. One first source is written in 1480 in Venetia, Italy, by one Albanian writer whose name is not known except his nickname Antivarino, which means a man from Tivar, place in Albania. Two, second source, Apparatorum Principis Impressum Romae, which means History of Skenderbeg's Life, written by Prest Marin Barletti, whose name was given upon Italian city Barletta, southeast Italy, and actually he was not Albanian date of birth, and death of this writer is not known. All this info's proof to us that no one can know exact scenario of whether Skenderbeg reconverted to Christianity, how Christian history and media claim. Also, another type of Christians, Orthodox Serbs, have tried to still glory of Skenderbeg, and they say that Skenderbeg was neither Catholic, how Italian history say, neither Muslim, how Muslims say. But Serbs claim that Skenderbeg was Orthodox. Muslims influenced their nation and became Albanians, and among this converted Serbs who converted a nation named Skanderbeg. But if the Serbs have changed religion from the fear of Turks, they should change their nation and became Turks, and not Albanians, but Serbian history manipulate this situation only because intention to steal Skanderbeg's glory for their nation. Skanderbeg today is the national hero of Albania and all Albanians people all over the world. Interesting thing is that the Orthodox Christian Serbs have also tried to steal Skanderbeg. They said that Skanderbeg was neither Catholic, neither Albanian. They claimed that he was Orthodox Serb. All this manipulation was possible because Albanian people have lived in darkness of the worst type of communism which have ever existed in the world, and they did not have access to real knowledge and access in truth. Their previous communist government have lied to people 60 years telling them that Albanian people are the richest people in the world, and that's why the government do not allow them to travel in other countries because they will be robbed by other foreign people. But actually, they was the poorest people in all Europe. So when the Christians have managed to blind Albanians people, it was easy for them to write their history how they like, and that's why they have decided to still so important. Historical person called Skanderbeg and write in history that before he died, he converted back to Christianity, how this will be a big reason for 85% of Muslims in Albania to convert to Christianity back. Even Russian communist president in that time, Stalin, have blamed Albanian government that they have started to deviate from communism because of Albania. Extremism in communist ideas. But even Russians could not stop Albanian dictator government because they received direct help from Vatican, in whose interest was to keep Albanian. Muslims blind in the worst type of communism designed by Catholic Vatican. What more, the Serbs have tried to steal the history of origin of Albanian people. I will prove this my statement with the mention of one part of the book written by one Serb, historical in Serbo-Croatian language, and then I will translate it in English. Pies, written by Dr. Jovan.